You found great success at Bernstein, creating spaces for women to come together. And it's not about Bernstein, it's about all of you.
It was amazing.
Finding the connectivity, sharing their story, sharing their origin story, sharing about the challenges, what got them to the place today, and then what are they thinking, what's next? And so that's been really fabulous. And it's challenging to find these spaces. How do you think about that?
I do believe that there is a truth. It keeps being shown to me that when women support women, anything is possible. And I really just think that's true, whether it's how our business is serving women,
right,
or how women have supported me in trying to do something that, like we've all said today, it's not easy to build a business.
Right.
It's never going to be easy. And so I think acknowledging that and taking the support and seeking it out when you need it has made it feel a lot less lonely. Like you were saying, it can feel pretty lonely. And then you realize, oh, I'm not alone at all.
I sometimes think, I'm like, wow, you have to have certain qualities to be an entrepreneur. And I do think that you're sort of born with them, or at least like an undying work ethic. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable all the time. And not only like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically uncomfortable. And I think that physical burnout, for me at least, is something I'm still in, and I'm working really hard to try to not be in that burnout mode, but it is really hard. And I also wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's really hard. Yeah.
I think about the words like choosing emotional violence.
Okay.
Because living in uncertainty and discomfort constantly is, for 99% of people, extremely taxing.
Right.
Sure.
Like I can't live in the unknown so much.
Yeah.
But when you're an entrepreneur, you are constantly living in the unknown. You're constantly picking up your phone and you're like, I don't know if it's good news or terrible news that I'm going to be seeing.
Yep.
And you have to still put one foot in front of the other. And so it is amazing to be able to, like, I'm saying this out loud and all of y'all are like nodding, which is so validating and gratifying and freeing.
That's great. And I'm sure just knowing you all a little bit that you probably pour into younger entrepreneurs too. I think a lot about mentoring younger talent within our firm, and it brings me so much joy and I get plenty out of it. How do you all think about that?
I feel, and I'm sure like we all have a similar feeling that like I find a lot of purpose in like being of service in like all aspects of my life, but particularly when it comes to business. And so I totally resonate with what you were saying about like you give to get. I probably am getting just as much as whoever I'm offering information or expertise to. Yeah, I think it's so important.
Yeah, I feel like today we've talked a lot about the challenges that we've been through. And it is amazing to be able to leverage my challenges in support of other women.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
like, okay.
Hillary, you were part of our inaugural Founders Forum last year in Santa Barbara. What was the most impactful thing about joining us in those founders?
I just made some incredible contacts at that forum, women that I've stayed in touch with. And, this mutual understanding of what it takes to build something, what it means to be a founder, that was covered from so many different angles. The speakers were incredibly inspiring, very diverse group of speakers, I thought. And I just loved the whole experience.